folks, Gene here from GenoTac Industries. Tonight I'm going to be comparing all the Weaponlight platforms that I have for obviously holster making. I don't have a big selection, as you can see, but I have one of the most common ones. Go ahead and talk about them. Streamlight TLR-1, obviously a very common light, good value, bright. I'm thinking the S runs at 120 lumens. Don't quote me on that though. Obviously it is run by two CR123 batteries. A good feature is a hinged backplate where it doesn't come off. No problems doing this. It locks into place. Installs by clamp system with a lock and screw. Very big parabolic dish for reflector, and I'm guessing an aluminum body. I am not sure if you can change out the locking blocks. This one says GL. I'm guessing that's for the Glock rail. I'm thinking they're probably one for a Picatinny rail feature. This is my partner's light actually. So next one up is the new one I got. This was a replacement for my Insight Pro Scion weapon light. It kind of went out on me. I'm guessing the backplate board was messed up because it would go on and off. I sent that to Insight and they sent me this as a replacement. WL1-AA, run by two AA batteries. Very common, cheap, readily available power source for this weapon light. This weapon light installs via lock-in lever. Easy on and off, really. Okay, dish right there. It's small, slim, polycarbonate body. The lock-in block, the lock-in bar, and the lever are both feels like aluminum to me. So that's a good thing. Alright, this comes with blocks over here, the Glock block, which is what's on it, and a Picatinny block, so you can attach this to different platforms. That's an Allen wrench with the screw holes right here. There's 4 of them, where you can adjust the distance of the locking block to fit your platform that you have, wish to mount this on. Sig STL-900, run battery compartments on its side, run by one CR123 battery. And the box says 130 lumens, but I don't think it gets that high because it's just run by one battery. Also, this one is with a clamping system, screw-on mount. Alright, this is really not, well, I guess it is spring-loaded. This one actually has a built-in laser with it. Windage, elevation adjustments, laser button, strobe function. Now I'm going to talk about the switches. A backplate for the Sig switch is momentary. You just press down and momentary switch on. Both buttons. Press to click. Constant on. Laser button. And when you do a constant on, press this black button, throws it into strobe function. I'm going to talk about the old version that I had. The old version, the laser was actually inside the parabolic, the reflector dish of the light. The bezel was bigger, and that caused some problems of ghosting for the laser dot being thrown. I saw about 3 different points on the laser when I adjusted it to the extreme edges, so I sent it back and they sent me this. Also, the old one, this piece was plastic and it broke. They've since replaced this with an aluminum piece on the clamp, so I'm guessing it's more robust than the older version. Function on the TLR-1s, it's one switch bar in the back plate down is momentary on the left, up is momentary on the right, and the other way for constant on the right, on the left is up, constant on the right side is down. Obviously if you double tap, hold on, double tap and hold, since it's a strobe function, you have to tap it pretty fast. Okay. And inside WL1-AA, I like about this design is the rocker switch on the back plate is not attached. It's two separate switches. So down is momentary, up is constant on. This has a strobe function too, so you double tap. You don't have to do it as fast as this TLR-1s, and the strobe's slower than the TLR-1s. So you can do it on constant on also. Alright, I'm going to show you the weapon lights on my Glock 19. Empty chamber, no magazine. Sig STL-900 on the Glock 19. Streamlight TLR-1s on the Glock 19. Inside WL1-AA, Glock 19. Man, it looks long. Obviously the long form factor due to the AA batteries on there. But I would give up the length for the power source, cheaper power source of the AAs. Right about there. But that's that much longer than TL1S. Now, on this W1AA, I have a Surefire 6280, which is the old hood retention holster from Surefire duty holster for the M3, and this fits on there. And you can tell it sits on there a little higher than it did, but it does. Its retention functions does stay on the holster. Obviously, I modified it a little bit since I know how to work with Kydex, and made it fit perfect. Well, there it is, my lights. Stay tuned for the beam comparison. Since it's dark outside, I'm going to do both the close up, about 20 yards to the fence beam comparison, and then about a long distance beam throw in my backyard. Alright folks, we're outside now comparing the beams of the weapon lights. What I'm going to be focusing on is my fence, which is about 20 feet from where the lights are going to be. Alright, first off it's going to be the Streamlight TLR-1s. Next up is going to be the WL1-AA. This is the AA. And then the Sig Sauer STL-900. You can tell the Sig Sauer isn't as bright of a beam. I'm going to do all of them. Let's try this again. It's going to be a Sig on the right. TLR-1. this over a little bit. Alright, there are the three beams from about 20 feet away. STL on the right, middle is the TLR-1s, and then inside WL1-AA. You can obviously tell this Sig is not as bright and as the other two. Now obviously the beam for the TLR-1 is more concentrated than the WL1. Alright, I'm going to do another nighttime thing. It's going to be further, just going to be comparing distance, or how the beams throw at distance. My backyard is about, I don't know, 40, 50 yards long. The tree line, I would say, is about 50 yards out. So I'm going to start off with the Sig. I can't even tell. Well, here's my kid's tricycle out there. I'd say about 35 yards out. Alright, this is the Sig STL-1. There's my fence line, you can't really see. Alright, I'm going to go with the Insight WL1-AA. Alright, there's the fence line, now you can kind of see. Tree, line, stump, and Streamlight TLR-1s. Streamlight definitely has a more focused beam and not as bright compared to the WL1-AA. There we go. Streamlight TLR-1s on the right, the WL1-AA on the left. The Sig definitely is not as bright as the other two. You can tell the difference. Left is the Sig, right is the TLR-1s. Alright, just for fun, I'm going to throw in the Surefire G2 on there. The original tactical handheld light. Surefire G2 with the halogen bulb still attached. Not the LED upgrade. You can tell the difference right there. Streamlight on the right, Surefire G2 on the left. The halogen. Sig STL versus the Surefire. Surefire is the yellow beam, and the WL1-AA versus the Surefire. Alright. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna throw my cheapo Trustfire P7-F1, boasting 500 lumens. I'm running two AA CR123 batteries in this handheld. Brightest light I have in the house. Alright, that versus a Surefire TLR-1. Alrighty. Again, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.